no, Boogie's running around saying those arcades he destroyed are worth like what's this guy just wrote in here? He wrote he only has 3 left
each.
that he says are worth, and I know that's bullshit because the one he got first gen and they were about $200 to $300. So they all depreciate in value. This thus far. So no, he's utterly full of shit. If he couldn't unload one of them for $1,000, there isn't an arcade up that's new that's worth $1,000. I think unless the ones that were like real size. So no, he's utterly full of shit. None of those.
The thing is, like, they might be 1,000 if you include shipping, but not. Not that.
Oh yeah, if you include shipping.
Like for you, definitely.
The first. Oh, mine are probably worth more because I modded them.
Yeah.
The ones on the back wall, like Centipede, they're all first gen, but they were like $200-$300, and they're all modded up. I know, just about all of them are not. The new ones are modded up, like Star Wars and Galaga. There's no reason to. They're well done. So how does this work right here? This transcript thing?
Yeah,
telling me?
Yeah, so click on description.
Yeah,
so like MUTA went live the other day.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, scroll down and you'll see transcripts.
Transcripts.
Yeah, apparently he's talking about Max. Let's see if we can try and find that.
Oh, so Max. He does talk about Max. Well, here's the thing. Does he talk about me? You think I got an apology? Check it out.
Let's see. Oh, maybe. Oh, no.
No! Didn't come up at all!
You forgot.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Fucking life is hard here. Badass broadcast. I'm telling you, see the shop at the point. Balt. Jenny's gone for a week. Hey. So you did a bunch of work. You got a bunch of clips.
Yeah.
From the transcript.
A lot of stories.
A lot of stories. You're telling me.
Hey, guess what? Your name never came up.
What a shock. At what point can I say that the DMs are real then? Now.
I'm starting to believe. Yeah, I am.
The guy did him. They're all scumbags. All these YouTubers are garbage cans.
Yeah.
That was the thing that the Harley kind of caught me on. We were getting a fight on lolcow, right? Which never released because I think it was recording. It was a recording. It was a recording problem on my part. We had to re-record it. So all the piss and vinegar was wiped out of me. But he said at one point, he says, "I know your problem." He goes, "You hate YouTubers." That's Harley, Epic Mealtime Harley, and I'm like, yeah, no one's ever said that before. Thank you. And it couldn't be closer to the truth. I didn't pick out this guy.
Yeah, you got to give him credit.
Chuck called him, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, we got a lot.
Well, I mean, it's easy. In fairness, it's easy to call when they just like lie to your face. Actually, if he didn't call, it might have been a problem. Yeah, if you didn't get this one right. Oh man, that's the first one, I guess. All right, we just saw that. Let's see.
There's a lot.
Let's go.
I got a bunch.
All right.
Are you addressing Max's recent response? There's really nothing to address into it. The guy's just unhinged.
Nothing? Are you sure? Are you sure? One thing? It wasn't a great video, I admit. Is there one thing? One?
Here's the thing, Tommy. I'm sure he watched your segment because it's his segment.
This reminds me. I actually blocked somebody for the first time from writing on the channel forever.
Oh.
They can write as much as they want. I'll never get it. Nobody will ever see it. It's completely friggin' It's not my way of doing things. I let everybody put all the bad stuff. But I got up yesterday after the MUTA video came out, not the stream, and somebody wrote, "You really need to get over this and move beyond it. You've made too many videos on it," or something like this. I did the stream and I did the cut the next day. That was it. So I know this guy's gaslighting me to make me think that I'm constantly going on and on about MUTA, and I'm not. I went from one thing to another, and you know what? Goodbye for life. And I didn't even feel guilty about it. So if somebody says, this guy comes out, you delete my comments? No, they're permanently deleted. And that's what's best about YouTube. You can keep writing forever and nobody will see it. So if you're watching this, yes, you're the first person in history that was so dishonest. You think I'd fall for that? I'm going to talk about whoever I want, whenever I want, however I want. You're going to sit there and say, "Oh, you're so obsessed. You're so obsessed. You're so obsessed." This is reasonable. God, even when I'm directly involved, they usually do that shit when I'm not involved. When I'm directly involved, I'm not allowed to talk about it. There are a few people.
Only allowed to talk about him once for 2
minutes. Yeah, once
That's
for 2 minutes. And considering I'm the only guy that moves from subject to subject to subject, and all of everybody else, I stream the shortest. Fuck that guy. You know that, Tommy. I think you're being a little gay with you. It's the funniest thing you ever said, Ghost Gaming. Like, get the fuck out of here.
What a fucking scumbag.
And crazy at this point. But, you know, I feel like I got everything out that I needed to anyways. It really doesn't even matter all that.
Have I been enjoying the new type of format for SFTP? No. And I'll tell you exactly why. When I thought it was a really great idea to memorize the shows, right? Or because a lot of guys do that, you put them, or they go right. But I want to keep a record of the shows. So when I memorized them, I lost like 1,000 subs, right? Even though it was going to get released like the next day. Nobody listened to my thing. So it really stunned me and I lost lots of money. So I'm pissed off about it. So now I just leave the thing up and then I do what everything else does. So the people expect me to leave it up. I guess I've been doing it too long. Okay, fine. But the thing that pissed me off about that, Mike, is so many people have come, I want you to grow, you got to do this, you got to do that. And I did something. I sat down with Nick. He went over a whole thing. This is what I'm doing. This is the way to get more fans. And I altered it slightly. I altered it so I didn't take the thing like Nick takes it down. I think Chud puts his stuff directly into, and I think Tom used to do the same thing, directly into private or unlisted. I thought, I'll memorize it so it's always up. Right? So the members will have access to it. And I got tons of nasty emails, things. Oh, well, I'm gone. I'm gone now because now you paywalled it. And the reason was because the streams have less of a chance of going viral than the video. So no, I'm pissed off about it. So I just leave it up now. And it's a little better. But I'm pissed off about the way it started. There's my answer. And I explained the whole fucking thing. How come you don't grow? Okay, this is a system. This is part of the algorithm that everybody's growing at. I do it. So I should have just started deleting them. But I don't want to delete them because they're episodes. See, to them, they're all just streams. To me, they're an episode. And I know it's an old way of thinking. It's killed my YouTube career, but whatever. So they're back to being episodes, and I release it 24 or 48 hours later.
How much? Thank you for the $5, Cyber Spider. Wait, Ethan released, not Ethan, Ian released Content Deputy? What the fuck is this? iDubbbz? iDubbbz?
I don't care what he thinks about it. Okay.
Yeah, we've got a few more.
Okay. Keep track of this.
No, there's just nothing in the video.
Are you addressing Max's recent response?
All right, I got that one.
Oh, same one again. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna keep track of this shit.
MamaMax is suing me over a breached NDA. Okay.
You ain't suing shit. This is where I'm with MUTA.
As far as the MamaMax stuff goes, if MamaMax is really willing to sue me for the millions of dollars, I highly welcome it, okay? I really welcome it. Because
I bet nobody was in there asking about me.
Unlike Max's lawyers that are,
I'm sure somebody was. Nick did it. How we had 4,000 or 5,000 people. He brought the thing up. Somebody did.
For chat fucking GPT, I have real lawyers, and I would bring it. Out of the whole Max thing, like, it was really funny. Like, I think out of the video, he brings up the fact that, like, we were all just kind of, like, fucking, we were all just like fucking assholes or something to each other. I don't really care. Okay, like at the end of the day,
What?
Max, he like in his video, he admits to like saying some like fucking fucked up shit about the Night Docs guy. Like everything.
The Night Docs?
He's just some guy. You fucking know me.
The Night Docs. He's pretending not to know him. Well, he's pretending. He's pretending to write DMs to MamaMax, shitting on me, and then at the same time was nice to my face the whole time. So it's that guy. Yeah. What's it? The Night Docs? Oh.
That we had a discussion with was in a closed community, like our closed Discord, like our closed like group chat.
There is some problem there because what's her face told me, his wife told me there was other reasons they pushed her away. I don't think they'll ever come up, and I just never followed up because I didn't care. Because I do think
it did come up. It was about the waiter.
The waiter? No. The conversation between me and her. Oh, it was about the waiter.
Yeah.
So what was she so offended about? They wanted to spit roast her, the waitress.
So him and Night Docs and some other guy, they wanted to spit roast a waitress, and it was kind of
what
like
does spit roast mean?
Stupid
what
joke.
Does spit roast mean?
Two guys fuck the girl at the same time.
A spit roast. Oh,
so God. Mouth.
I get it. All right. I get it. Yeah, I never. I should have figured it out. Yeah. I'm an idiot. The Eiffel Tower. Yeah. You gotta use old terminology for stuff like that. A threesome.
Menage a trois.
So, all right, take note to self. Don't make dirty jokes in front of Jen. You know, I would have said something like that in front of Jen too. You know why? I tell you know why.
Max.
Oh, it was Max. What? Max that she never got offended by that.
No, it was Max who told Jen, if I'm not mistaken, about that story.
Why would she get so... Jen, guys talk dirty. What I'd fucking do to... I'd fucking fuck that... They talk like that all the time. That's the thing that really... I never got off with, like, grab him by the pussy thing. That was clearly not him admitting the sexual assault, the president, that is. He was talking about you get a girl hot, you can do anything to her, which is kind of true. You didn't go hard enough. I noticed when I was younger and girls were way more into me, they were willing to do a lot more than they are now.
That random dude, Night Docs, that fucking nobody Night Docs that I
fucking
totally don't know.
Yeah,
never really hanged out
he's
with.
He's like a cock. Night Docs is a cock. By the way, he did answer me. He said, "No, I think I'm gonna black off." Yeah, I didn't even respond nasty to him because he's pathetic and I don't want anything to do with him anyway.
Of friends. So bro's spreading these rumors, and then in this video he's like saying that I'm responsible for it, yet provides like no actual like real proof.
No, that's true.
Like I've seen all the timestamps and everything. It's just weird. Like the guy is unhinged. Okay, like simple as that.
Nobody noticed that before, huh?
I think he's an unhinged dude, and you know he just like. I have stopped giving a shit about Max since he completely fucking like. Since it came out that he just didn't do anything in regards to stopping predators, okay? I just stopped caring. If Max wants to sue me,
I do wonder if he was suspicious of it. He's not stupid. I can't believe that I'm the only person. I am not the smartest fucking guy in the world. I called it out as this looks like a fucking scam long before. I can't think that I don't think I'm so brilliant that I'm the only one that didn't figure this out. I understand the retards that went to his Patreon and stuff like that and believe this sort of half and half truth, you know, turned out to be all bullshit, but this sort of mixing fiction with serious stuff. God.
I highly welcome that.
I'll tell you this.
I'm not even against.
I think a bunch of macabre creeps watched MamaMax because deep fucking down they want to molest kids. How about that?
I think creators should fucking sue each other, okay? I think creators should sue each other like crazy. I think if you have a disagreement with me, just motherfucking sue me, okay?
You go sue them in Canada. They have looser pays, I think. The only normal country on earth that doesn't have it is the United States.
Simple as that. All right? I don't care. Fucking sue me. Like, you know what I hate about lawsuits? Don't threaten. Just do it. Just make it happen. Like, just do it.
Most people do it. Most people do that, too. They just they just do it. No.
You can do that. You just do that.
Like,
guy.
let's just go. If you feel that if you feel that I've made you cry a little bit, then just do it. Simple as that. Not Max Mofo. Max Mofo's cool.
He's acting tough, but he knows he's not going to sell him.
Max is what we're talking about. It's a crazy.
Something tells me if he was really getting sued.
Because like Max is broke, he can't sue him. He's fucking broke.
He's broke. He's stupid. The lawsuit's stupid. You know, it's ridiculous. He broke my fucking NDA. That's like, yeah, maybe it doesn't.
Yeah, he physically can't sue him. So
and the thing is that he's like
not care.
And in the video, like Muta's right from this sense. The video is like, I have a really good case. Everybody says that sounds like a threat that you're not willing to follow through on. Like Max thinks everyone's stupid.
Like,
yeah,
motherfucker's acting like the most jilted ex-girlfriend in the world. Just do it.
That equates.
Unbelievable. Wait a minute. Is he doing YouTube drama?
Wait a minute. I thought like you stopped doing
crypto rug
shit,
pull.
dude.
He's saying the event is going to be worse than TanaCon.
Funny.
I thought he was going to focus on Linux.
Yeah.
And retro shit.
Retro gaming.
It's like flip again.
Doesn't bring in the money.
That contact, the receipts he shows, it's funny. Like he showed one receipt of me, like and then like it's funny. Like he showed like a message between me and him on a phone, and it's like he just completely
me and what?
Me and him on the phone.
Like the receipts he shows, it's funny. Like he showed one receipt of me, like and then like it's funny. Like he showed like a message between me and him on a phone. And it's like he just completely like cuts out context of it. Like at this point, if anybody really wants from that community that's covering it, I'll just give you guys like my message list. I don't really have anything to hide there. He kind of says that we started rumors about like that Night Docs guy when it's like the only way that I heard a rumor was through that guy. And I've never said it outside a group of like friends that heard it from him. If anything,
don't be friends for MUTA. He believes rumors. If somebody says you're diddling little girls, you're fucked. He's not gonna have anything to do with you.
Like he talked about that Night Docs guy, and like me and my wife Jen, we were just like, we heard about it. We even talked to him.
You heard about it and you took action.
Yeah, you guys distanced yourself. You said that when Nick
you confronted him
about it on the phone, like the Night Docs guy directly, like Jim directly, and outside of our circle, nobody ever really knew about it. Nobody ever talked about it, like aside from who Max like said. So it's just weird. Like Max is out there like spreading. It's weird. I don't understand what's up with this like constant petty.
Max is spreading a rumor that we fell for.
Drama nonsense. And for full context, like I'm not even friends with that Night Docs guy, and it's not because, you know, Night Docs has done anything illegal or anything to my knowledge. I just don't really like the guy, so I don't really hang out, and that's pretty much.
I wonder why he doesn't like him.
Huh? Weird. Oh wait, maybe Jen said it.
Yeah, I'd like to know.
Yeah.
I don't like him. I have no reason. He doesn't like me for any reason. Good reason. I never did anything to him.
Shit. But yeah, MamaMax is just weird, man. I mean, it's like he's hanging on to like whatever relevancy, even though, you know.
Actually, Optimus, I don't want an apology if he meant it. I want that. I want to know where I stand. Okay, I know where I stand. I don't know what I could have done to him. Nothing but praise him and be nice to him. And keep in mind, I never said, "Hey, could you come on today?" I don't think I did.
No.
If I ever, let me check my DMs. Make sure so. Yeah, let me check my DMs. Hey, Muta, I can't imagine saying that. I might have known he was coming on or something like that, but I've never asked him on. Ever. You know, I know he followed me for a while. Before, years and years. No, back in like 2017, 20s. Because I noticed, I used to say Merry Christmas and stuff, right? To everybody. I used to do that every year. I stopped doing it years ago. And I saw him on there, right? And he never responded. I didn't know why he followed me because I followed him back. And then the next year, he wasn't following me. So maybe I said something between that time, but it certainly wasn't about him because we never covered him until COVID. He just stayed off the radar. And he's like another commentator, you know, a big one too. I wonder if Charlie's a douchebag too. I bet he is as well. I bet they're all like him. Can't fucking have any friends. Can't hang out.
Fucking YouTubers.
Can't talk about chicks. So they turned it into a fucking crime.
Like worried about a video dropping on you.
Oh, imagine having friends like that. Worried about them doing you dirty. That must be great.
Yeah.
I never did.
Sounds like a fun time.
Never did shit to him. Fun thing. Oh Jesus, my DMs go back to 2020 with him.
Oh shit.
Oh, here's one. $50,000. I'll share up. Oh, that's the. Jesus, I have a period sent to him, and then he started a call the last 26 minutes. That was in. No, I sent him a period, unless he deleted the ones before that. I don't think so. I would see it.
Now maybe you did that.
I must have typoed.
So he shows up on your list.
I typoed to him in 2020. The next interaction we have is 4 years later at a phone call. Then in let's see, it's that's in summer of 2024, 50 grand. Oh, that's my share up to let me in. That's lolcow.
Yeah.
Yo, you can't even invite me to the new chat. So that's him trying to get into something else, or that's the same day. Yes, same day. That's him trying to get in. Just woke up, what's up? And I had a call with him. I asked him if he's there. He said, sorry, we're filming the new pod. I sent him a video. Probably, wait a minute. So how did I get in touch with him during MamaMax? Because I seem to remember having phone calls with him going all the way to MamaMax. Because I had a conversation with him. Oh, that was on Twitter. He said, "Look, I'm gonna get around to the MamaMax thing." That's what he told me.
Yeah, check your DMs then.
Piss in this channel. Yeah, all this is new because I'm in my fucking. Yeah, all this is from this summer. I sent him something about Thornton Smash. Then he got his channel back, and then I found Chud told me what he told me. That's it. There's nothing me begging. I'll check my Twitter too. I don't know. You guys don't need to see
Switch
that.
screens first. Switch to that first.
I'll check my Twitter. I've never asked him on. I've never talked bad about him. I fucking stuck by him longer than everybody else did. I don't know what I could have did to him. So he's just sucking fucking. Maybe he's just sucking his ass.
It's just ordinary gamers.
How do you spell O-R-D?
Without the sum.
It's just
O-R-D-I-N.
O-R-D. Okay, hold on a second. All right. I'm just going to scroll through this. 24, yeah, in a minute. 2023, I'll look into this to the Tommy, currently out right now. This is when he promised me to look into it. Me and my son.
Oh, fuck.
Because I wanted to talk to him. Because it's somewhere from 2022, is me and Tommy. Because he loved that meme.
What a fucking fraud, man. What a fucking piece of shit.
Stuff about CoffeeZilla. Nothing. I never asked him for shit. Nothing. Unless one of these videos say it. No, but like, there's no here's one going back to. Here's the first thing I ever wrote him. I heard you got a strike on your channel. Yeah. This is when I didn't know him at all. This is before Augie, before anything, right? In 2018, I heard you got a strike. Talk to this guy, Trusted Flagger. He's done a lot for me and other YouTubers. I'm sure he can help you. Never got a response. That's June. That Christmas, Merry Christmas. I sent him something from Nicholas Diorio. I said, and then that's in 2020. So there's like 2 year period. I never asked him for things. I never asked that guy for a thing. I never said, I did nothing but praise him. I don't know what the fuck. Unless they were, unless unless it's something those video. I don't do it to anybody. Please come on. Do you want to ask him for something now? Yeah, commit septico. Yeah, commit septico. How about that? I don't know. What the fuck?
He didn't do anything really in his career to stop, I guess, bad people. He might as well be better.
I think most of the people I've dealt with are like, I don't think MUTA's even that special. I'll be perfectly honest with you.
No, it's just shocking because nobody saw it coming.
Did I say that right, Septico?
For the most part.
Isn't that what the fucking samurais disembowel themselves or something? I probably not.
I don't fucking watch it. I
don't watch it. It's not anime. It's Sudoku.
That's a game, Lynn.
That's a game.
Better off like
Septico, and they go, that's the whole thing. Yeah, Septico. There you go. There you go. It's discussion.
Taking care of.
And I get that from fucking anime. I get that because I know a little bit of Japanese history. Fucking weirdos.
Animals, because it seems like he's better into the animal welfare than anything else. Even when it came to like his case, like he had this vampire cult case that he fucked up, and really all I did out of it, he said something about like I lied and like didn't help out the victims or something, and it's like I literally only talked to like one person in there who ever had.
He's sitting there talking like this too. He totally bought it. Like forget the. All right, he didn't buy the vampire thing, okay, but he bought everything else.
Yeah, he fucking bought him the wake up YouTube shit.
Or the fucking like Peter. In fairness to him, though, I don't know how many people I talked to prior to fucking Count Blackula, as Lyric so brilliantly put it. And I was like, this guy's a fraud. He's like, no, man. He said this and whatchamacallit. Actually, fucking Nick. Nick said that he said he was at VidCon with them, and he was in a room, and he was like, I'm a pedo hunter. I have pedophiles. And that's my thing. And supposedly Technicals just started laughing at him right to his face. And who wouldn't have laughed at him? And you know what a winner Technicals is like, all these people are trash.
And even that person, from my knowledge, is moved on with their life and doing something.
Ask yourself something, audience. What's the odds of your favorite YouTuber being okay?
So I don't know, man. Like that the whole vampire case, it's like Max ruined that case. Like even if let's say there is a case on it,
there isn't that much to it. I don't think you even arrest that guy.
There's nothing.
Which honestly,
I wouldn't say there's nothing. I think the guy did abuse those girls, but probably not enough for the police to get involved.
There might have been something. I'll be real.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Some grievance that could probably be handled in court, but the way that Max did it.
D'Angelo, what's your opinion on an American being elected to the Roman Catholic Church? If he's conservative, good. If he's not, fuck him.
He's not.
Is he Italian? He's not. He's a big lefty. He's from Chicago. I know that.
He's a lefty from Chicago.
Is he? Do you know? Did you hear something? Yeah, he's a lefty from Chicago.
I saw that like he's a lefty.
Oh, don't let fucking your kids stay overnight with priests. They're not allowed to be. You're better off with the Boy Scouts, and that's not even so fucking dangerous.
Was so poorly handled that, you know, he ruined it in any...
Is he Italian American? It was Francis, right? Was his real name. I don't know. It's something my family would have cared about, but I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I can't.
Fight the pedos. Stand up to the LGBTQ part of the fucking church. They're pretty... I think it's not impossible that I'll live to see the day where they justify abortion. And then what's the point? And then they'll probably you'll see a lot of people split.
Any feasible capacity. Like,
sorry. What do I care? I'm an atheist. Fuck it. I guess because it's my heritage, but whatever. Irish Pope in 2132. Boy, I thought there'd be an Irish Pope before there was a goddamn American Pope. I was hoping they'd take some fucking, like, Italian, like conservative, but they've probably all been run out.
Sorry to say, like, it is what it is. You had some weird vampire case. He wanted, like, it seems like all he wanted was, like, content for a video. And he might have had some case, but he fucked it up to, like, a complete, like, nth degree. And that was pretty much just how it happened. And it wasn't my case, right? Like, I don't know why he, like, what I find really weird too is like expecting me to help. Like, it's just super odd. Like,
why wouldn't he expect you to help? You badmouthed everybody that criticized him. You weren't able to see, you saw through Count Blackula. The whole thing was a fucking scam. It was very obviously a scam. You got Tommy on Suicide Watch. Did you really think, all right, that whole 3-minute segment is basically me being permissive to pedophiles. Did you really think I was that person? What gave you that idea? That I was pointing out that this was performative nonsense? You didn't know that Max's prior to Count Blackula stuff was performative nonsense? Genius.
like, bro,
I'm fucking stupid. This guy's like a college graduate with a master's degree.
I'm sorry. Like, I think because of like Max, I have personally said like till the day my career is out of YouTube, till the day that I retire, I genuinely never want to collaborate with any other creator. I don't want to like.
No, I don't think I have too much of a problem.
Like my friend circle on YouTube, like out of my own choice,
You'll never be able to go above. You'll only be able to go below.
I keep it so deliberately minimal now because of like Max. Because it's like I'm not.
What about Lion and Chud?
That's pretty fair.
What about Nux Taco?
Well, Tommy, he did close his circle, so I guess you guys.
Because
Nick,
who helped him on the whole fucking thing, was so bad to him. No one forced you to lie to Chud.
I'm not gonna sit there and endorse any other creator anymore. Like even if it's like the nicest person in the world, I just cannot honestly.
Well, if you're really nice to him, it might not matter.
My mind, endorse anybody. It's just
usually there's like a hint of like when I'm making fun of somebody, like there's a hint of am I being fair? Is this over the top? With this, I'm fine.
It's not. It's just not happening.
It feels great.
But as far as the vampire,
especially because I had a bunch of, I think is he's fucked up. Charlie's got to be fucked up too.
Case goes, the one person that I did talk to, the one person that like I gave money to, to help out with like licensing that they were going through. It seems like even they've moved past everything. They've moved past this life. It's pretty much, they've moved past all of the vampire stuff anyways.
These guys call themselves the Hoods.
They want anybody to know they fell for it.
I heard like in that video, Max said like that Spencer chick or whatever, like she completely just expected him to pay for everything. Which honestly,
like most women.
That's probably the one thing I feel really bad about with Max. Like if it's one thing that I'll say after all of the fallout that we've had, I really genuinely do think that in some way, Max really did give a fuck about like helping.
You're an idiot.
And
you're an idiot, and you know what? You just contradicted yourself. You just said before it was all about making money.
Yeah, it's about like making a video. Just about making a fucking
everything that you have seen thus far, the fact that it was performative, the fact that it was nonsense, the fact that he was a liar, that he lied to you, that he attacked, that what he did to what's his fucking face, Mr. Obama intern. You think deep down there's something there? Yeah. You're a moron if that's true. I don't think that's true. I think Mood is performing, but Mood doesn't perform like most people. He doesn't like get loud and perform. He gets to the microphone and he just sounds monotone and thoughtful. That's what Mood is. That's why I watch Mood Park, because he's monotone and thoughtful. There's no way he believes that. None. Magnetar. You believe he's on the level? He used his platform to get back at a fucking ex-girlfriend's boyfriend. You think there was any bit of seriousness there? Really? I don't even believe that. It's just impossible to believe.
Children. Obviously, I think he did. Like, no matter how bad...
What did he say to Charlie? Like the thing that Angry Slug League, the thing that Angry Slug League proved me, like, if there was any fucking doubt, maybe you could have had a doubt or two about his sincerity. But he was like, Charlie, I'm the pedo hunter. You know that. You can't say no to me, Charlie. That's it. That's exactly what I was saying he was doing. And just before, he's doing about money, and deep down, there's something positive there. Like, oh, God.
That our relationship is.
Wait, never, you know who's bad at streaming consciousness, this type of stuff, where people just talk like this in the stream? Liars. Because he can't keep the story straight. So if you're just like if you're constantly lying all the time, like streaming is not for you. Because you're just going to sound like all over the place. You're going to contradict yourself all the time.
No matter how like fucking untenable it is, I do genuinely think that Max really did give a shit about protecting children, and he really did want to help children out in some way.
After everything
I just don't think that the way he did it.
Wait a minute. Before he said it was about money, before he said it was about he treated you like just a rich friend. This guy will say anything.
Do you think he said really that just to give himself an fucking out, just in case?
Yeah, maybe.
Just that like small possibility.
Just in case he brings it up. He'll be in a video with MamaMax saying, "Call me a pedophile." Sure, yeah, that crossed my mind too. Just in case he gets it going again.
You know what? Maybe, just maybe.
Maybe he turns it around.
Maybe he cares just a teeny bit.
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, Max threw back in with Night Docs. That's one thing about YouTubers; they'll get back in bed with each other even after a big blowout. We've seen that.
Yeah,
obviously.
I'm guilty of that.
I think we all know that. I don't think he did anything in a smart fashion.
Show yourself.
I think he genuinely did want to help people out. It's just like, I guess the theatrics.
I bet he doesn't give an example why he thought that way. It's like you said, he probably, just in case he turns it around.
The situation was probably more important. Maybe that's what was running through his head. But yeah, I think honestly, like the way the whole Spencer thing is interesting, right? Like that girl comes in and uses him for his money and everything, and expects basically him to cover every single thing out there. And
teaching her how to grift.
I think
he's a family friend.
They just use each other.
They're using each other.
The way that she treated him, it's easy to say like somebody's stupid, but that's why I say like I think Max did come from like a healthy place of caring for people, because he really tried to help this chick out. He really tried to help out the situation. I think what came out of it was like he believed her to like an extreme,
really saying this.
And I guess at that point, hindsight's 50. He was already way too deep into this vampire cult. He had to like pretty much.
Shut the fuck up.
No, that.
The contact, the receipt.
Oh yeah. Is that the one? Let's go to the next one.
Night Docs guy. When it's like the only way that I heard a rumor was through that guy. And I've never said it outside.
We already seen a lot of these.
We already got
that. We already passed that one, yeah.
I mean, just look at AI in general. Like, Max is using it to, like, be his legal advice against me.
The inevitable,
like, that is just insanity, you know? When I found out he had a ChatGPT lawyer, I think that's what really fucking drove me insane.
Yeah,
like, just
that's what made you upset. Not the fact that
he found that out with Nick in the VC.
GPT lawyers, dude. What a fucking guy. When I saw that from like Max, I just like part of me wanted to like just die.
How come the only person on earth that knew this guy was retarded? I know that's. By the way, they're afraid of him. I'm absolutely sure they're afraid of him. Like, goddamn. I mean, everyone falls off. I would consider myself to not be at the same peak of YouTube that I was. Like, in a way, I would say that I've fallen off, and that's fine. I think everyone just falls off on YouTube. It's a totally normal thing. It's like, it's weird to cling on to YouTube like Max is. It's like, it's not going to work. You ruined it. You can't probably even do anything else.
But then again,
he washed out of the army. He like, what else do you think he's going to do?
Nothing going for him.
Nothing's probably got nothing going for him.
He probably
went to the army because he couldn't hand to college. That's why I went. You know,
like, it's like, you know, even if you fall off, it's like one thing that I found about YouTube. It's like no matter what, you'll still, if you're a dedicated creator, you'll still always have like a community. You know, like you'll still always do just fine. You'll still make more money on YouTube. You know, if like, I don't know. I mean, I guess like people always talk about it, but you'll never be.
Shut up.
Yeah, he's just fucking sad.
MamaMax is going to sue me for $1 million. I mean, I welcome a lawsuit. I really don't care. He's going to sue me for breach of an NDA or something. And it's like, it's funny because whatever fucking, even if his lawyer's in ChatGPT, like he definitely has hired like some dog shit lawyer for like a 10 grand retainer who's going to tell him that you can sue somebody over an NDA. And my lawyer, like, bro, my lawyer does not give a fuck. My lawyer is like, anytime somebody threatens to sue me, I send my lawyer, the threat. My lawyer looks at it, gets back to me later in the day and says there's no case.
It's an international lawsuit from the States, you know that, because I know it's only like next door, but it's just as big as suing Canada and suing in Germany, like the same fucking headache.
It's like
double the money Australia. Right there and then. Yeah, it is sue Australia, sue Antarctica. It doesn't make it. It's all the same.
America, you can sue anybody for anything. So if Max wants to sue me, I mean, I'll take it to court. And I know that there isn't a case, so it'll probably get dismissed. And if it doesn't get dismissed,
it's talking like Carl Jobs.
Then Max can enjoy losing whatever the last bit of money.
Wouldn't that be funny, dude? Pause.
Fucking Max beat him.
Wouldn't it be funny if he actually sues him and wins? Holy shit.
Example. You would be really funny if Max has got no fucking case, or just by some fucking miracle, MUTA gets fucked in the courts.
It's just some terrible
fucking
judge.
Just a shitty, terrible judge. His lawyer sucks like a complete bad. By the way, I've seen guys have runs of luck like this in divorces. Just like a complete bad run of luck. You know, kind of like Ray William Johnson had, because he got sued. I mean, he could have been, for some reason, everybody won a fair use lawsuit. Ethan Klein, everybody else except Ray William Johnson.
and fucking so maybe
everybody's protected under fair use except Ray William Johnson. Yeah, it would be funny.
It would be hilarious. It would be
funny. He's not taking it to court, but it would be hilarious. Hilarious. He gives him this ridiculous, over the top judgment of like
fucking judge
$4 million or some shit like that. Gets really unlucky, and he's a former Max Patreon. The judge happens to be, and he doesn't release it.
What a fucking asshole!
We can play all these tapes back about him giving his stuff to his lawyer every time.
You're just gonna be laughing at it.
We are fantasizing now. That's not going to happen.
Max's lawyer just calls you.
Just annihilates him. Yeah, he's like F. Lee Bailey or some shit, and he's like an awesome lawyer, and fucking Moody's lawyer's like an incompetent boob, and the judge is senile. It would be a trifecta of comedy. Moodhar. Regarding MamaMax, I believe Nexpo has said it best. Another phony. We ought to get that goddamn interview that he did with Nick. That guy is something else too. And I said that last time around. All of them are rats. He's a rat. They're all rats. Yeah, Nexpo is spineless. Go listen to Nick's thing. I was listening to that, going berserk. I was so mad I gave Nick 30 euros, and I regret it. I want my money back. Because I wanted to make sure that fucking jerk off Nexpo.
Wait, why did you give him 30 euros?
What? Because I wanted Nexpo to see what I was saying.
Oh, you donated.
Yeah, I did. He was so vague and what have you. I don't know if I didn't even believe him, but I like he thought he was a pedo and he just like made fun of him in DMs. That's it.
Lol, touch kids.
Lol, yeah, touch kids. Lol. And it was like, well, the Max told me. It's like, yeah, Max told you, but you thought it, right? You believed him, right? And that's it.
Max does hunt pedos. So,
and the other thing he brought up that fucking shook my tree a bit. They when Max brings up the fact that he deleted absolutely everything in Discord, and Nick asked him, "So why did you delete all your stuff in Discord?" I swear to God, you gotta find that clip. It might not even be out. It might even be out yet. He goes,
"Maybe
no.
It might be out."
You know what Nexpo said? Well, because I knew he was making a video.
Holy shit!
That's what he said. Am I wrong, chat? That's what he said. Ugh!
Yeah, why even bother?
That's so funny. Yeah, I knew he was coming. He was going to say, I was going to say something bad about me. Yeah, that'd be something funny to listen to. Nexpo. Dipshit. Yeah, if you get the Nexpo, you can go to the Nexpo interview. We should listen to that right now.
Yeah. I got it. I'm just finding the timestamp.
Yeah. Great googly moogly.
Here you go.
You got it?
What? In your DMs in 3, 2, 1. There it is.
Good work. He's back. And this is the Nexpo interview?
Yeah.
Back.
Okay,
sorry, no, there's so many chat. I don't know how you do this live, bro. It's like crazy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Yeah,
because he had to walk away from his computer.
You know, it's just
so many comments going, man.
You know what's on slow mode right now? They have a 3-second timeout.
Are you serious?
Oh
my god.
All right.
Well,
I'm super fucking confused here. So, when on your timeline did Max tell you and Nick Crowley? So you're saying this happened in 2021. That he was
Nick Crowley was the one that got dragged into it, by the way. The Max videos. He's like, I'm sorry, Nick.
Yeah, he was just like in the group.
I think he's probably only this guy in the whole crew that I could see, but I'm sure if I got to know him, I'd find out he's a snake too, just like all the other YouTubers.
Probably.
Creep.
Yes. Yeah, 2021, he told us he was a creep. We had the late night talk. Max was going off about remarks that Jim made about my neighbor's wife. He was going off about how he needs to feed his kids because Jim doesn't feed them when he makes videos. He was going off about the spit roast thing. He was going off. It was just a bunch of stuff.
I didn't know what that meant until like an hour later.
I put in my document. So,
but if you guys all thought he was a creep, then why didn't you guys cut him off sooner? That's my question. Because this seemingly went on for a while.
Well, you might make a video on us. We're all fucking bunch of rats worried about a YouTube channel and a reputation.
Fucking rats.
We had no proof. Well, Max told us. The guy's full of shit. So we had to pretend. We didn't know.
And it was kind of just like a friend group ribbing thing.
Tommy, did I say I don't know? Yes, I said I don't know Nick Crowley.
So like he was being weird with waitresses. He like exposed himself into what was later supposedly a minor.
Here's the thing, bro. Okay, so there's a lot that's been left unsaid about Jim. There is a lot that Jim has done, like I put in my statement, that I had personal grievances with him already.
He's doing the same thing MUTA is. What?
Him and I have hashed this out already in private.
Yeah, you hashed it out.
So tell us.
Yeah, tell us. Like, I bet he was, I'm sorry, Jim. We're going to hash this out. All this stuff about you being a pedo is bullshit, but I don't like you for other reasons. What reasons are that? And Jim's probably just like, oh, God, thank God this is over. I had to go on Tommy C's show and cuck out and kiss MamaMax's ass. Let me just put this to an end.
If other people want to come out and reveal those things, that is not my place to do so. But
oh, fuck
there are things that
still shit on him. Because here's the thing. We all have to think Night Docs, even though this whole thing happened, even though Night Docs got absolutely fucked by his rotten fucking friends, we still, by MUTA and this guy, have to think that he's a rotten son of a bitch.
Yeah,
and
there's
something they have said, except for Max said it, which is probably a lie, right? Nothing they said even mildly equates to anything, at worst, just an annoying guy. He sounds like he's a big mouth that talked about chicks a lot. Oh, bang that chick. One of those. I mean, God, we didn't have any friends when I was growing up in high school.
At the time, the guy got divorced. The guy was just recently divorced.
Yeah, let me tell you something. When I got divorced, I was fucking banging my brains out the first day she left. And it felt great.
Yeah, dude, you would never be friends with
mad.
Disco and MUTA.
No, never in a million years. Because, like, I don't know, like, I always hung around dudes, you know, and that's what it's taken, 10 years for me to figure out. Like, I don't know why every Canadian I've ever run into, I don't watch hockey, that's in this community. Like, there's not a dude among them.
That Jim has done.
What has Jim done?
That they're not necessarily friendship ending, like I put in my document, but
every Canadian I ever met, like, I don't know, like every European, I'm not into football. Like there's no dude.
Fletch?
It's just like Fletch is normal, and so is Deckard. But like every other fucking Canadian I've met, like, hey, so like Like, I'm a Ranger fan. Like, I'm just, because every Canadian I meet, like, normally outside of computer shit is just like, oh, biggest Leafs fan. I'm like, fucking, oh my God, he's taking the Habs game. They're just soft, weird guys, all of them.
It did change my view of it.
And I'm not saying just because you don't like sports, you know, like you could be I know guys in California, they hate team sports and they're in a hardcore fight. Like, it doesn't make a guy, but there's nothing guy about them. And that's why, because they all don't have fathers, and that's why they can rat and shit on each other and play all these mean girl games. Because nobody grew up calling him a bitch like I was, and like Tommy is too.
And that's just the fact. So there were no
My drill sergeant whispered in my ear because I went to unisex basic training. What a pussy I was.
pedophile allegations about Jim until the night that Max started filling us in about all this stuff.
They pick up, Rosie's right, they pick up mom habits. It's entirely YouTube. They all pick up mom habits.
And then we knew. Mm-hmm. So from then on, it just became open season, like just dogging on this guy because, dude, Max convinced us that he was a creep, and that's it.
But Max is like a pedophile hunter too. So but didn't that give you any sort of like, hey, this guy hunts pedophiles, but he thinks this guy is one, and he lived with him, and like, I guess at that point, weren't you like confused about like Max's character, why he'd be around someone that he thinks is a pedophile?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I just don't know what was happening.
Yeah, that's a stunner. And I tell you something, if Nick didn't like you, you would have got roasted for that answer.
Dude, Nick just gave him up.
You're like, he just let him off. I want to hear that again for my own, all 15 seconds of it.
And like, I guess at that point, weren't you like confused about like Max's character, why he'd be around someone that he thinks is a pedophile?
That's a good question. Yeah,
I never thought of that. I just kept on seeing the sub count. Like, we made fun of Bobax for that shit during open folders. These guys are the same way. They just think Bobax says it out loud. Well, Twins got 100,000 subs.
They're all
I just don't know.
Spineless idiots.
Oh, God.
That's all they are. Just
Your
fucking
value,
spineless fucking idiots.
Yeah, your value is a human being to them is your sub count or what you're pulling.
Yeah,
it's so disgusting.
Happening. It seems like everyone kind of.
That's why I fucking Zap Tie and Bionic Pig, and they never liked me. They just followed me like I would make fun of them. You know.
I thought they had like a pedo in their friend group, and they were all just bashing the shit out of him.
Yeah, I mean, the point blank is like.
I bet Night Dog's a fucking cuck too, but I bet he's more of a man than these three.
It all started. This whole thing started. Like, I have DMs from immediately before this trip. I'm sure.
And why did Night Dogs call in here? Because he thought like I'd be intimidated by his goddamn by his sub count. Because he thinks everybody's like them. They all think they're like each other. Oh, I can't speak up to that guy. What was he? He probably thought I was going to call in and ask him to collab. That's what Alex did. That's what Alex did to Nick Diorio. Essentially, he was like, "Oh, this guy's got 1,000 subs. I got this." Yeah, he got it all right.
He's gonna probably bring them up one day or whatever. But I have DMs from before this trip. The most recent Cringe Kitchen released like a month or two before this trip. I was friends with Jim. I was not as like best friends with him as I was originally throughout 2020, but I was still friends with Jim all the way up to till this trip. We had our grievances. They were personal. I kind of, distance a little bit because, like things happen in friendships. No one's perfect. But then this night happened where Max dropped all of this shit on us. And then I was like, okay, I trust you.
You would think if it was just little shit, like little like disagreements or like I have friends that have annoying traits in their personality, right? But I still keep them around because I don't think you're a real good friend if you can't put up with like one or two annoying people. Like if they just annoy you a little, you get rid of them. And what did he say before? He said before that there's other stuff there that if other people want to bring it up like this. And now he's like, I like we were good. But then that thing happened and
let's cut him off. Like that's where that started. So it's confusing.
You want to know why people act like it? You want to know rats? Go look at my Night Doc /Nexpo video. Look at the dislike ratio on that. Oh, come on, Tommy. Now you're pushing it too far. We should go to that right motherfucking now. We'll read those comments. I had them pinned too. Check this out. I remember reading these. Hang on a second. Because I don't... Check this out. This is why they do it. This is why they're all rats. Nexpo and Night Docs want you to forget this part of the MamaMax story. And this was a year ago, in February. Right? Look at some of these comments. Let's see the bottom line. Nexpo really tried to stay out of the rant. Nexpo knew about it all along. Now, these guys are going to make me look fucking ridiculous because they're all positive comments.
Shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
Someone quickly write something negative. Hurry up.
Why? What do you mean negative? Why?
No. I'm telling the chat to write something negative in the comments.
Why?
Because like they're all fucking positive.
Yeah, they're all positive. Yeah. Yeah, it just shows you that the negative ones just stick with you. Hold on a second. The negative ones just stick with it. Yeah, now
it might have been just one.
Now I look like it's probably like one that just stuck in my head. Well, no, these were all fucking positive. I remember they deleted it. I don't know. I remember the ratio on this one was dramatically different. Saga continues. I usually like your Mac coverage, but this is huge cringe. I'm so happy. And it's like one. You're unhinged, but also right. It's the story of my life.
Fair. I say fair.
All right. So it just shows you the perception. It still proves my point. Like the perception is like a one bad comment. I just remembered it forever.
It's more of a you thing than
this is more of a me thing. I'll be honest.
Yeah, no, this is more than
Well, what's the dislikes on this? I can't. Hold on a second. I got my thing for that. Hold on a second. Let me find my dislike. I'll find my ratio on that one. Hold on a second. Hold on. Bang. Let's see. Hold on a second. Analytics. I swear to God, if this is...
Watch it be like 95% positive.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Reach, engagement. I remember this being low, though. I swear to God, I'm not lying. It's just I misremembered.
Is it maybe a different video?
Likes? Oh my God, it's 90%. It's 90. All right, forget that whole part.
You just
forget it.
You just proved nothing. You just fucking proved nothing, man.
You're right. Fuck it.
Hold on. Maybe it's a different video. Maybe
yeah, I remember I made that. And somebody wrote something. It's pissed me off for fucking 14 months. Don't worry, Tommy. I sent a negative comment over there. I did.
It didn't refresh.
No, it was totally well received. Oh God, I thought that this like ratio was like 79, 80, something like that. Okay.
Never mind. Back to next one.
All right.
Fuck this dude.
Sorry.
Where he makes this video. So I put my statement out last year. Jim and I hashed this shit out. I tell him about everything that happened. And you know, he's aware of this. He's aware of all of this. And then Max digs up all these DMs that I've already talked to Jim and addressed with Jim about. So I'm not understanding what his goal is.
Well,
with his
Max's
video
angle that he wants.
What do you understand his goal? His goal is to fucking sabotage you stupid bastard.
Fucking smear you
to smear you fucking moron. I think I read that's the first $10. Let's see if it pops up.
To give is to say that like you're the guy who spread this allegation because it's currently the issue.
I don't understand. What is he trying to do? He's clear what he's trying to do. It was him, not me.
Max has the ability to do this because this was all verbal conversations. So he's kind of saying, no, you. That's his big response, is that you were the masterminds behind it. You were the one who spread it around. So
yeah, I like the way you put that, Nick. I never thought of it that way.
It's really Prox and Max's word against yours and I guess Nick Crowley's word, because I guess he went out and publicly said it.
It's kind of crazy because when Prox's section came up, I was floored. Prox and I were friends throughout the entire time I knew him.
Oh, he's a snake too? Who knew?
Because he had like fucking 5K subs. That's
Can I get a Jerry Seinfeld? Who knew?
So him coming out and saying these factually untrue things about me.
It's just so shocking. Why would he say these factually untrue things? He's
going to say why it's factually untrue?
He made an entirely fucking career about it being. Oh no, you're talking about. Yeah, he's talking about.
It's like.
No,
it's
not.
crazy.
Oh, he's talking about the other guy now. Yeah, that's right.
I was like, oh my God, like that immediately.
Yeah, and he didn't say, you're right. He didn't say what's factually untrue.
Immediately.
And they all did the same thing. Max did it to me in the last video. Here's a guy that puts all this misinformation about me. Not one, fucking out of like hours of streams. Not one fucking minor piece. All you got to put in is one or two to make the doubt.
Me that Max is being malicious here.
It's got to be a good one.
Like legitimately. And Prox, I don't know if Max paid him. I don't know if Max got into his head. I have no clue. But 5 months after I put out that statement with you about Jim, Prox sends me that, or when I was condemning Max also, Prox sends me that, and he was like, good times, brother, miss you so much. And then a year later.
So Prox is a fucking scumbag too. They're all fucking each other. Jesus Christ.
Here we are. And I'm like, Prox, what are you doing? So,
and keep in mind, these guys are all in their 30s. Like this, we've seen this before, like in the NCO, but all those guys were between like 16 and 22. Except for old fart Nerd City.
It's like he's literally, it tells me that Max's whole goal with this video is to just completely do a complete character assassination.
Yeah,
like
who knew?
Every single DM he pulls up was well after the revelation of Jim being a creep and me blindly trusting him, which I addressed a year ago on stream or with you and Lyric's stream. Like that is the fact. So I'm readdressing this. Like, yes, I should have reached out to Jim back then. Yes, I know. I messed up and I'm sorry.
But you don't like him anyway.
Like, that is on me. But
well, I guess people are kind of freaking out more.
If you are ever a friend with Mutahar, Night Docs, Nexpo, and be weary of Nick Crowley, you're an idiot.
Because it seems like, well, they're now seeing how involved you were with like the background angle of it. Because Jim is portrayed as this victim.
You're right about one thing for sure. None of these guys have any solid father figure or men in their lives. Fighting like women. No, I think that's it. I don't think that's me just being like Mr. Macho Red Pill, James. I really think that's the case. Because the only people I know that act like this consistently are fucking women. It's one thing Bill Maher said 20 years ago. Women hate each other. All talk.
And
the old ones do it, the young ones do it, the middle-aged ones do it, doesn't even matter.
And like, if you're telling the truth, and if Nick Crowley's
because what I worry about, James, is me coming off like, yeah, Mr. Red, like I'm coming off like that fucking idiot, Sneeko, or the other red pill morons. I'm not that guy. I think those guys are retards, right? And it's just all false bravado. But I think if you're this passive aggressive, there's something missing.
He's telling the truth, and Mutahar is telling the truth. That Max spread.
It's fucked up when women do it.
These allegations that he's a bad father, he's now
fresh
gone
and
back
fit, all of them, they're ridiculous.
On them, and he's saying that he didn't believe that at all in his new video,
right?
And like that he was a pedo or whatever. The argument is that you guys contributed to like pushing him out of the friend group, and that wasn't really portrayed well in the interviews that we did on my channel. I guess that would be my best takeaway from that.
If I could go back in time and redo my interview with you on your channel, I would. I was like, I had like no sleep that night. You and I were like talking the night before, and then I woke up.
Relevant.
I was like completely out of it writing that, which I mean, That's
Yeah,
I mean that's on
nobody
me. That's
gets
no
the
one's fault but
point.
mine. But point is, like, yes, there were jokes.
I got this vibe from him last time because I remember when Nick interviewed him last time, like last year. I wasn't impressed, and I'm
that
really
were made in our DM friend group. That is a fact. Like I have always been a big jokester. I always banter with my friends. Like that's just how I am. I don't know, man. I just like to joke around. But whenever this came out and time went on, I don't know. Jim became the butt of the joke to me. I don't know. Like I was dunking on someone.
You hated him. He was in competition with you. Stop being such a.
We call him a pedo.
Who I thought was a
Someone called pedo said, yes, sure, he's a pedo.
Stop being such an F slur.
predator. Like
Isn't it great when your enemies turn out to be like horror, like pedophiles? It's so much fun.
sorry.
It's great.
Like
Makes things
And for
easier.
what- I can understand, like, yeah, because Nate Darks is phony too. He's probably just annoying. You know. How much you want to bet this? Tell me this, James, since we're in the same wavelength. Maybe when he got divorced, he started getting pussy in front of all of them, and it pissed them off. I've seen that. Guys, you start fucking banging broads. I saw this in the Army, and if you start doing better than your homeboy and start picking up chicks, they get a little petty. I've seen it before.
Like I cut him off because like
and
I
he was
said,
already
I
cut
believe
off
Mac's
by this
incredible.
point, or were you
See, you should not have interrupted him there, Nick. You should have let him go.
still
See, Nick's not trying to get him.
You actually don't need to interact with real people.
Exactly. Another strong father figure.
Shadow Kelly donated $11.23. Just wanted to come in and say I don't watch you as much as I should, but I really like your brutally honest opinions. I hope the best for you. PS fuck Alex and Keemstar.
Yes. Don't worry, I'm going to rat these motherfuckers. I'm going to rat fucking somebody out soon, too. I'm as bad as they are.
associating with him when you thought he was a predator.
I find it interesting that Max brought up so many things about me constantly asking about Jim during our friendship, which was not the case at all. I really loved being around Jim. He was really fun.
You sure could have fooled me.
I always invited him.
It's like Mudahar. He takes both sides of it. He just covers all the bases. All these guys
just, leaves a sliver.
I love Jim,
maybe,
but I won't talk
maybe.
to him. And the only reason I dropped him is because somebody told me he was a pedophile when I made fun of him. And when I found out it wasn't true, I just made sure that we hatched it up and we're finished, me and him. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, Muda's in the same fucking thing. It's so funny. They never had a friendship in their lives.
Fucking spineless.
It's just,
that's
yeah,
all it
it's
is.
just
It's spineless. It's just all me,
That's
me,
it.
me. That's
I
all
am.
it is.
Let me tell you something too that what makes me value. And I'm not gonna kiss your ass. Because it's not like I don't because it's not gonna make me any money. I am really lucky about the Shot from the Point news team. In basically for the 7 years it's been in existence. It's been nothing but a positive in my life and actually developed into actual friendships. And I don't think any of these motherfuckers can say it. PewDiePie even got fucked over by what's his name? That stupid, phony Irish autistic guy. Yeah. Everybody got screwed. Yeah. All those guys, all those Englishmen YouTubers that came up, they all hate each other. Alex, Tombstone Teeth Willany, James Marriott with his awful music.
Fucking sidemen hate each other too.
You know what I found out? Blue Stank told me he doesn't talk to James anymore. They were like this.
Yeah.
They were like tight. Yeah, I know what happened. James started fucking moving up in the world, and you're not doing YouTube anymore. So peace, see you later, bitch. You're not my clique. That's who they are. When I lived in Germany, I still call my best friend back in Woodbridge. I don't get that. I don't understand it. Actually, I wish I could talk to him more often. I still call it home. I was like, well, I'm in Germany now, so I'm in a different group.
Things. We went to the beach.
And by the way, I wasn't older. I was in my 40s. It's my 20s. You know.
Together, he can corroborate this. He came to my wedding. Jim can corroborate this. He would always come over for 4th of July, garage hangouts, all of these things.
He hasn't said one bad thing that Jim done. He only just speaks in Jim in a positive light. But he doesn't like him for other reasons.
Just to hang out.
Private reasons.
During COVID. And Jim can corroborate this. Like, I
did Nick cut out the fucking donations? Because I feel like they were up there.
I just don't understand why Max is doing this character assassination, because it's factually untrue. Like, all these things are untrue.
I don't
yes,
get
I had
it.
DMs. Yes, I had jokes.
Maybe deep down, like MUTA says, he really wanted to help kids. That's why he's doing this to you. Maybe that's it. Call me crazy.
In the group chat, yes, they were to Nick and they were to Max. Yes, I joke around and I'm sorry. But when it comes to perpetuating this narrative that Jim is a pedophile to everyone around us, no, that was not me. I'm not out to get Jim. I never have been. I've always.
Will you say definitive?
You didn't do anything to find out if it's true or not, though, too, did you? It's just like you didn't like the guy, you heard it, the pedo hunter told you. That's a wrap. Because he said a bunch of. How much you want to bet if there's a man scale that Night Docs is on the highest part of it? Even though he's a big pussy too. Never forget that man after what they did to him, what his friends did to him, dumped him off. He desperately tried to get back in by fucking completely debating me in the most bad faith way possible.
I'm sure
it happened.
I'm sure.
It's fucking recorded.
I'm sure it happened.
It happened. Fucking Commentary AIDS reposted it a couple months ago.
Yeah.
It is. If you ever get a chance in one of my videos, that thing, me and him go back at it. And Vito's got to calm me down because because I smell bitch. I smelled liar.
Definitively that you didn't spread it outside the group of people who already knew.
Yes, I did not spread it outside the group of people who already knew. Yes. Okay. And that is why I'm so fucking thrown off by this, because
why does he keep saying that? Why does he keep saying that he's thrown off by this? It came out of nowhere. Like, oh, your best friend did it to you?
Do you think
I
he
even
was
put
worried
it
that there's more? Possibly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
did I whitewash everything?
You just got
Did I
ghosted.
whitewash everything? Yeah, because remember when Max points out, like, yeah, you might be able to delete these, but you won't be able to delete the ones that you left the group then. Ha ha. Yeah, maybe he's just fucking sitting there sweating his balls off. There's something else. I fucked this girl and she told me she was fucking 17 afterwards. Oh, what do I do? Would it shock you? Would it shock you, Chuck? Put it in the chat if it wouldn't shock you. The way things roll around this fucking place.
I put context in my Mega Drive.
I don't talk to Joey anymore, but we were watching one of the Next Post videos because Joey is a big fan. I do miss him. But you know the Yuba County 5 are?
Fuck no.
The half retarded guys that went to the basketball game and then drove into the woods and no one ever saw them again, where they found them like after
Yes.
Yuba County 5, all right. So watching the Next Post video and we're going, there, make a right there, no, make a left there. It was so fun.
Which now it is kind of funny, like that Max can't access it after you brought that up. I didn't even think about
Yuba County 5, make a right there.
I did put context to one of the things that Max does share in his video. It
is. Yes, Meg, because you didn't it's the first $10 because you didn't stick up for Max, you fucking idiot. That's why. That's what Why is he doing this to me? Why? Because you didn't stick up for him. If you had thrown him under the bus, and you all threw him under the bus because you knew what train was coming, you knew he was full of shit. Sometimes I wonder, oh wow, Max finally got figured out what we knew all along. I wonder if that's true.
Yes, I was approached by Oki at the VidCon that got canceled in 2021 in that October.
Oki.
And yes, he asked me about Max, or asked me about Jim, and no, I did not disclose any details to Oki. I told him that yes, we separated, but I don't really want to talk about it. Like that's kind of as far as it went. Oki pried a little bit, but
you told him.
I didn't want to share this with anyone because I don't want to.
He doesn't know. I think you hit it on the head. He has no idea.
No, by the way, I think he told Oki.
Yeah, he probably did.
By the way that he's talking about
He doesn't know what he said and what he didn't say and when, or if there's anything else out there. Or here's another thing. And Max is smart enough to do this, by the way. Max, he's afraid another video's coming out.
Yeah,
that's what it is. You hit it right in the head. I didn't even see it coming. You ought to be more useful more often. You fucking Arab. Jesus.
I liked my friendship with Jim, and it.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Even if the Max thing never happened, no, you did. Why do you keep telling people this?
We made
you're lucky that
together, right?
you're lucky that guy.
Videos.
You're lucky that guy Nine Docs came in here and tried to suck my dick. That's right. You're lucky. You're lucky because he's unlikable too. He's unsufferable too. And so is MUTA, and so is Max, and probably Nick Crowley, even though I don't know who the fuck he is. Bet he'd fuck his own mother for a nickel too, because the rest of them would fucking let you take turns if you doubled the nickel.
I don't know, man. I didn't want to like bury him, you know. I don't want to. But I didn't want to poison the
I don't want to bury him, but oh god, shut the fuck up. I know, and I could hear it. That's another thing. I could hear this tonight, because it was like 4:00 in the morning my time. I'm listening to shit. I just finished my day's end session, right? Yeah, and I'm listening to Nick, and I could hear Nick going, but you know, you didn't, you deleted the tweet. I could hear him going, I could hear him fucking lying to me. I could hear him. Because he doesn't talk like that. If you say something stupid around Nick, because I have, he just corrects you. Not even corrects you. That's annoying. No, he goes, oh, so that means this? You got to be constantly on your toes with this guy. I know Nick's picking up on all of this.
I don't want to be like a dick, but like if he's
you see what I mean? I don't want to be a dick because I could.
Fucking predator, you know, then maybe like you want to bury him, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
See, Nick told me he wasn't trying to bury Nexpo.
I just didn't want to. I didn't want to be the one to channel that information to other people. I just wanted to.
Maybe the reason is you didn't know if it was true or not.
Cut him off and move on.
Is that fucking? Oh god, Billy Mitchell. Discount code Carl Lost. Nicholas Diorio approved hot sauce. That just fucking happened right now. That's.
Billy Mitchell.
Billy
Mitchell thinks Nick likes him. That's the funny part.
That's all good.
That's really Billy Mitchell.
Like 3 signed.
Remember he bought. Yeah, he started putting it in his arcade. I should get one of them too. It'd be funny, right?
You buy one, please. I will buy you one.
You buy me a Nick one?
I will buy you one.
I want to get one too. I'm totally ripping Nick's idea off, but it would still be funny. Nick doesn't show himself. I do. So he doesn't show it. Okay.
There's one. This is a question that a lot of people are asking: is how come you?
If Nick was ever mad at you, you would regret waking up in the morning. I promise you.
Deleted your DMs with Max.
Because I knew he was going to.
You're lucky I have no subs, because everybody would go around
Go back. 5 seconds.
What do you mean 5 seconds?
5 seconds.
Good 10.
Yeah. That's really Billy Mitch. Okay. There's one. This is a question that a lot of people are asking: is how come you deleted your DMs with Max?
Because I knew he was going to create a false narrative about me. Like
yeah,
he did
that's all right. I was wrong. He didn't say video. He knew he was going to create a false narrative about you. Okay.
It's still.
All right. What's the problem with that? That makes it even worse. What's the problem with that? He just spent the last 20 minutes saying, I don't know why he's doing this.
So
They're
knew,
such
but
liars.
He didn't know, but maybe...
They're such liars.
I don't know.
He spent the last 20 minutes like, I don't know where this is coming from.
There's one. This is a question that a lot of people are asking: is how come you deleted your DMs with Max?
Because I knew he was going to create a false narrative about me.
Oh, you knew it, did you?
But
you knew it. You're such a lying sack of shit.
What a fucking scumbag.
It's unbelievable.
It was specifically with Max. You didn't like wipe them everywhere. You deleted them with Max.
Yeah. No, okay. I did it the day I spoke out about Max, because I knew this day was coming. I know how Max is.
What do you mean? How could you know? He came from left field.
I forgot about it. I felt like there was nothing there.
Oh God. I think one of his uncles is the Yuba County 5.
I know he is really good at telling a story.
Left turn, right turn. Don't go that way. Run!
And he's really good at picking very specific DMs out of context to show.
But I thought you didn't know that.
to portray a story. And in this case,
All right, I'm going to say this right now. I think these guys knew Max was scamming. How about that? I'm allowed to think that. Do I have any evidence? No. I think every one of them knew what he was fucking doing, including Motohar. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I can't believe, guys. I know Motohar's smart. Unfucking real. Unfucking real. Oh, here's Muta's apology. Oh, it looks like it might have happened. Hold on. Maybe he's had enough. Hold on.
Hello, it's me, Mutahar, and I would like to make a statement concerning an individual called Tommy C. First off, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to stream with that fake wannabe Aladdin motherfucker called Vault. I'm sorry you're senile and fat. I'm sorry that India has a festival where you throw poop at each other. I apologize, and I am truly sorry that Jeannie has a limp tit.
All right, it's good. Me and Moto are good now. Let's just close it. Let me close this out.
He did so anyway by bringing procs on and filling in the gaps at the beginning of my section with all these false points about my friendship with Jim and me being so interested in the background about Jim. So basically, yes, I did delete everything because I know how Max is. Max is a liar. He
literally spent the first 20 fucking minutes. He could fucking call the Oreo.
Is he up?
Are you there? Let me.
Yeah.
Call him on a fucking phone.
Send him just. Hold on. Let me send him a DM.
That's fucking funny. No, he's not there. His thing's off. He's probably getting ready to stream himself.
It's probably working.
It's unbelievable. I might split this into two videos.
I think it's like we've gone on for like 81 minutes.
Yeah, and I'm like
touched our second topic.
No, what is our second topic?
Took over.
Tomorrow's Friday, so we push it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Unbelievable.
Dude, let's fucking finish this.
All right, sure.
How much of this is left?
Mm-hmm.
Me that to my face that he is a
liar.
liar.
Not much.
But did you?
He proved it. What do you mean?
How did you delete all of your DMs? Did you do it manually?
Yeah, I did it manually because like I don't want him making any false narratives about me because I know he would.
Well, you could have also deleted false narrative truth shit too.
I know he would.
But you don't have like your own copy to refer back to?
No, I don't.
I spent the first fucking 20 minutes saying he
that's
didn't
funny.
know why he did this or where it was coming from, and then when he asked about the DMs, he says because I knew he was going to do it.
Oh,
That's
there he
hysterical.
is. Hey, Nick.
Nick, you there? Is he here? Nick, you here? Is that real Nick, or is that somebody?
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
Do you realize?
What's up?
All right, I want to get this back in the spot where it was. Do you remember the first like part of your call with Nexpo?
Yeah.
What did he talk about mostly? If you can remember, I'll refresh your memory. Don't. This is not a trick question, or I'm not trying to fucking trap you or anything.
Well, wait. Did you hear the part where he was kind of talking to the audience first? Is that what you're referring
to?
Because I walked.
No. You were there. You said you either did. Here's what I think happened because you told him, "Look, I'm not looking to trap you. I'm just trying to like iron this shit out." Right. So you were unbelievably generous, and probably in that way, being generous, you missed something big. Right.
Oh, what did I miss?
Let's see if I can.
Oh wait, I can't hear it. My bad.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna see. I want to get to the point when he asked about the DMs.
That Max can't access it after you brought that up. I didn't.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Think about that, but I did put context to one of the things that Max does share in his video. That yes, I was approached by Oki at the VidCon that got canceled in 2021 in that October.
We got to find.
And
this.
yes, he asked me about Max or asked me about Jim.
Hold on.
Operated, but I didn't want to share this with anyone because I don't know, man. I didn't want to like bury him, I don't.
He's a fucking predator.
All right.
Other people.
By the way, great question. If he's such a predator, why y'all hanging out with him, talking behind his back? That was really good.
That was why I called. I started off like that was what I locked in on. I'm like,
yeah. You got something bigger and you didn't realize it.
Cut him off and move on.
Is that fucking? Oh God.
Billy Mitchell.
Oh, yeah.
That's Billy Mitchell.
I have Billy Mitchell moderated in my YouTube chat, so he's bleeding every time he pops up.
You have Billy Mitchell, and I have Kevin Blanco. We're even.
Lost. Nicholas Diorio proved hot.
He came back, by the way.
Hot sauce. That just fucking happened right now. That's
sounds good.
That's really your DMs with Max.
Okay, here we go.
There's one. This.
All right.
That's.
What is the problem with the way he answers this? Think really hard.
That sounds good.
That's really Billy Mitch. Okay. There's one. This is a question that a lot of people are asking: is how come you deleted your DMs with Max?
Because I knew he was going to create a false narrative about me, like he did.
What's the problem with that answer? He spent the first 20 minutes of your conversation saying, I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know why he's doing this. I don't know why he would make these things up. The whole first part of your conversation is about Max and him just being, I'm so shocked. I don't understand why he would do this. He even said that. And then when you ask him about the DMs, oh yeah, I deleted him because I knew he'd do this to me. Well, you can't have it both ways. You can't be shocked because he's lying and then delete the DMs because you knew he was going to lie.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. My brain, when I heard him say that, was like,
I could hear it. I could hear it.
But
yeah, I'm not calling you out. I'm not calling you out.
Yeah, my point is, I really didn't buy it. My next question was like, hey, so how'd you do it? Did you use React or did you go back
I'm
and
not,
get every
Nick, I'm not calling you out. I'm not
just saying, I don't believe him by that point. That's why I'm asking, like, oh, you didn't record a picture or a screen recording of when you deleted all these? Like,
yeah, and I don't know
if somebody had commented, they go, I don't think Nick pushed him enough there. And I'm like, I think every single Audible viewer who watched that segment came away going, oh, yeah.
Yes, I think. Well, here's and I've been in this position before too. I was in this position with who's the guy Charlie covered on me? I didn't go after him. Everybody said I didn't go after him. The yeah guy when I interviewed him, right? And he let a bunch of shit slip on my channel because I didn't go after him. I'm not saying to go after. And you also promised him you're not trying to do a gotcha moment or anything. You started off.
I watched. I watched Chud's coverage of this yesterday, and he came away making all the points. And I'm like, okay, so I've mapped enough out here that people can get a good segment out of this. My idea when I have these people in the call is I want to keep them in the call. I want to keep them talking. I want to see what they have to say, and then people break it down from there. I'm not trying to run him off with one question.
Yes, and but I'm totally agree. This is not me calling you out. This is not anything like that. Honestly, I didn't notice it when I was listening to it live, right? Because I gave you 2 donations. I just noticed it now. He spends the first minute saying, I can't, where does this come from? And then you ask him about the delete. He's like, oh, I knew he was going to do it to me. Can't have it both ways there, Jack.
There's no way.
I got a new one for you. And you know what? You know what? I haven't heard, you know what? It's been a long time since anybody said I was unhinged. I'm going to say this. I think all fucking 3 of them knew that Max was scamming people. How about that? It doesn't.
I don't know. I don't like the way that Mutahar interacted with you. I went through some of the messages I had with him around that time frame on my stream yesterday. This whole thing just kind of grosses me out. It seems like all the friends were trying to, in some capacity, push away from Max definitively in a way that would keep them from looking like astroturfers for the weird fake pedo allegation guy.
By the way, Nick on Muta's stream, he referred to Night Dogs as just some guy.
Yeah,
I know.
Some guy called Night.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
I was whoa, you fucking knew him. You fucking knew the guy.
You guys were friends.
Yeah, and he wasn't like, oh, I don't like that guy when we were covering this last year, was he? He seemed like he was pretty apologetic to him.
Oh, by the way, newsflash, Mutahar, big news, is no longer collabing with anybody. Those days are behind him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Except for Nux. Nux is all right, guys.
Yeah, if I was such a raging snake, I wouldn't either.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Wow, Mutahar fooled me. I didn't get it. At the end
of my segment, my goal was for that to become, out of his control.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make people aware that he's a crazy snake last night when I went through his stuff. So hopefully that's not a his decision kind of thing, more of just a general, just be aware of this guy's a complete fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. Oh, man. What is this stupid picture he gave me? Oh, give me the thumbs up. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. What's your big... I mean, the thing is, right? I don't like I mean, I can give a level of charitability I don't think that you guys can really afford to him. Because in this video, I'm one of the segments. And I'm not like a named segment. I'm not a huge portion of the video. But if you go through my thing, or you don't really even have to, it's not really super relevant. He just takes 2 DMs and creates an entire fabricated story of how I backstabbed him. And if you go through all the messages, it is completely false. So on one level, I think that Nexpo sounds like he's lying. I think that Mutahar probably is lying. But I also can look at, in this same context of this video, how my DMs were like, how a narrative was formed through my DMs that I had full access to, that I could then just show my stream and explain it to them.
I actually did offer him that charitability in the last one. I said, this is my exact words. I don't know if because what he does is 2 things. He says, Mutahar, when I was in Lanzarote, says, oh, you put Tommy on suicide watch, ha ha ha. I don't know if those are fake. And considering these guys have lied so much, I can't know. I can only know if Mutahar tells me if they're true or not. So tell me if they're true. And then the next part, he says he talks shit about you all the time. Well, I can completely dismiss that, because one thing can be true, and then he's adding on salt in the wound, hoping that I go after him or whatever, create whatever chaos that Max wants to create. But I basically said, hey, prove Max wrong. And I haven't heard a fucking thing. He still follows me. He still has access.
There was a message just like that about me too. You probably caught the one obviously about you, where they're like, Tommy's on fucking suicide watch. But there was one about Jim, where all of them were in a group chat, like laughing at a tweet that Jim made toward me when I was criticizing Max's content earlier. I completely missed that when I'd first watched it.
Well, you want to think about this. Mutahar's a lying sack. We know that. This guy Night Docs is obviously will say anything to get at it. And by the way, I said something about his. I want to go back and check, because I did a video on him in February of last year. I wasn't impressed with him back then, right? You have Nexpo, who's a lying sack. You have Night Docs, who has been completely dumped and screwed over by these guys. And I have no doubt that this guy was annoying at worst. And then Maxie, and he came over to fucking take me on because I have the little show and fucking smack me in the face. But he ended up getting bitch smacked himself because he wanted to get back into him after they were calling him a pedo. I mean, all of them, all 4 of them. And then you have the new guy.
Oh, it's not like Night Docs knew they were calling him a pedo.
They didn't?
He was kind of like knew
no, they
that
were.
He was pushed aside.
He knew he was being pushed aside, but dude, I'm sorry. You don't know what your friend was saying.
If I'm not mistaken, Mutahar said that he approached him with Jen. He had some fucking deal.
But was it about the pedo
You might
stuff?
actually be right. Did he defend Max after the pedo stuff?
And he called me to defend Max after that would have taken place. It's unbelievable. And then you have the other guy that vouched for fucking Max in the video. He's a scumbag too, probably.
Yeah, probably.
He's lying. I'm sure he's lying about. They're all lying about you. All 4 of them, 5 of them. And Nick Crowley, I would be shocked about him either. Although I haven't found anything.
Nick Crowley went and added me on Discord, but I haven't spoken to him.
I don't believe a word he says.
The one thing I found super funny is Mutahar released his statement as soon as I moved on to the next segment when I was streaming.
Yeah.
He didn't release it until Nexpo was off the stream.
Yeah.
And then and then all of a sudden it just popped up, so I had to cover it the next day. I'm actually splicing the VOD together, so it's all one video, so it's not like an additional thing, so everyone has to see it around the same time.
I mean, we've seen some rats since we were doing this, but this is next level. We've never seen everybody being a rat. There was a blue stank among Alex's crew. You know what I mean? And that's the only thing I compare these guys to is those English guys.
All I'm getting at is that all I'm getting from this whole situation is that Mutahar has always been like this. I think I
have no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. Yeah. I wonder if Charlie's like this too. I think they're all like this. All of them. Every one of them.
You know what I just want to point out right now?
What?
Out of the Mutahars and stuff, for every Mutahar, there's a fucking, what's his name? Oompaville. There's an Oompaville, right? Mutahar tries to give you his opinion, but he's kind of just a people-pleasing loser with no actual positions on anything.
Yeah.
Oompaville doesn't have any real positions on anything either, but he'll tell you about it. He'll be like, I don't
Yeah, he said that to me. Yeah, but he said that to me on lolcow. He was really honest. It's the only reason I kind of respect him.
I honestly respect that. I'm not going to get my drama from Oompaville, Charlie, or Mutahar, but I could at least respect that, like, Oompaville is honest, that he doesn't
I don't know if Charlie's just usually fucks stuff up because he's not as like, I don't know if Charlie. I'm joking. I'm being facetious. I don't know if Charlie's like Mutahar, but it's just like because Charlie's like the closest thing to Mutahar, right? But it wouldn't shock me if he was just as bad and just as phony.
No, they're all
and
levels of bad.
Actually, we can't talk about it, and you're aware of it, and it has something to do with Baited. We know fucking about something about Charlie that was kind of cowardly. You know what I'm talking about. Yes, you know what I'm talking
I know
about.
this too.
Yes, you know what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
I think I know about
Let's
this.
leave it at that. All right. But because it's not my story to tell. But yeah, so Charlie's been, maybe, I don't know, maybe it was an honest mistake. Maybe it's his friend set up the whole thing. So maybe that was it. But I am nobody. Nobody's allowed over my house.
No new internet friends.
No.
I was telling my chat last night, I didn't want to hang out with like fucking shitter losers anymore because, like, you know, the flamencos of the world have way too much time on their hands to like fucking hunt you down and talk about you 24 hours a day for the next 5 years. So I didn't want to make friends like that anymore who have literally nothing to gain, no financial incentive to be rational, normal people. So I was like, okay, I'm probably safer with bigger YouTubers, right? Because if they fuck me over, there's like a huge financial, like they could end up like actually getting in a lot of trouble if they do something psychotic. They don't have time, right? Because it's their job. And then I met Mutahar, and now I'm just like, I don't think that I can trust any YouTubers outside of the social group that I've made.
It's going to be fun.
And you know what the worst part
about
this?
It was just whiplash,
Because you jumped up. I was at the 100, 200 sub level for like a year or two. You know that? It was happening then. The same shit. Happens at the top, happens at the bottom. Remember, I was with Cronin for a while. You know that?
Yeah, it perplexes me how these guys go for, like, because you'd think Mutahar has been around here. If he was fucking crazy, people would have figured it out. And I don't think he's even malicious, by the way. I think he's fucking crazy. Someone's like, oh, you lost a lot of respect for Mutahar. What would it take to get it back? I go, dude, I think he's psychotic. It's not about respect. I don't think that he acts in rational ways. So no, I can never be friendly with Mutahar again. That's like a glass shatter moment.
Yeah.
But
you
like,
can take as much tape and glue as you want. The glass is
sad part because the
on,
thing is, and I still feel this way too. Like I really liked his wife, but apparently she got in this horse shit too, sticking her nose in it. I mean, he's so white. He wanted to spit roast. I just found out what that meant today, my boomer ass. I didn't know what that. I had no idea what that meant.
Up next, you can learn about Eiffel Towering. Okay.
I had no idea what that meant. None. No idea.
Yeah. Fucking YouTubers suck, dude.
They really do. Well, we're lucky. Look. Wang, Willie, fucking Wavy. We have met some great people. The SFTP crew.
Yeah, Edwin, John.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god.
Salvo.
All right. All right. Stop now. Stop there.
Black,
Stop.
Michael Alberto.
I warned you about MamaMax. I warned you. All right, Nick. I appreciate you coming on.
Right, have a good one, buddy.
Take care. Do we even really need to do anymore? No, I don't think so. I'll take fan calls if you want. If not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel like going out and fucking having a laugh.
Yeah, I mean, Emily, we've done. You've done like 97 minutes.
Yeah, Jesus Christmas. It's a good show. A real good show.
Yeah.
It's too bad. Like, a lot of people didn't show up this time. Oh, 270. Okay. Yeah, so we'll get the other parts out soon. I think I'll split them up tomorrow. For fuck's sake. What a dipshit. Oh, Nexpo sucks. What did I say about Nexpo back then? I'm mildly interested. Let's what we do here is go back. Yeah. I just want to see what I was talking about back in last February. I'm dying to know.
Doing that.
All right. Right. I want this on record. Technicals wonders why I was talking about Technicals. Bitched about him last week. I want it on record. And by the way, I think I'm doing another thing on Technicals soon. Spiking the football. Why am I talking in third person?
Tommy C does not spike the football. Okay?
Tommy C, big man. Tommy C.
I want to know what I was talking about. Remember this timestamp. 1:35. Yeah, just 1 hour 35 minutes. I want to go back to this. So we'll go back to. What was I saying about this? What gave him that idea? Oh, first I do him, then I go to Nexpo. I know. I can't believe I was using a white background.
Do you want to do the transcript thing?
Yeah, that's right. I got to learn a new thing today.
Yeah.
From you.
You learn a new skill.
Let's see.
Apply it.
Apply my new skill. Huh? My next post on the thing. I can't search here though, can I?
Yeah, you can. Just press enter or just scroll until you see the highlighted yellow thing.
Yeah, but there's not one.
Unless it's. Oh, that way I saw one. Well, you gotta slow down a bit.
No, I don't think so. I didn't. Only picked up 5, and I think I picked up the main thing. Wish I could pop this out. Toggle? Yeah, I'll do that. Hold on a second. Let me try again. Do a new one. NEXT. Next. No.
How do you spell that? It's NEX.
Nexo. Yeah, it's probably Nexo. It probably wasn't picking up. All right, people called here. Let's see. Hold on. I think I found it. People who are here to stop him. Nexpo called it. Or no, excuse me, not Nexpo. Night Docs called. Oh, he's got the two confused. Somebody sent me a message. Yeah, somebody sent me a message yesterday. You can't keep it straight. You're right. I couldn't do it a year ago. You expect me to do it now? and argued with me. By the way, this is after he threw Max out of the house or Max left. I don't know. We'll have to check it another time. Anybody call in?
Yeah.
Let's like Doug. I feel like going out. I shouldn't go out, but I feel like going out.
Take us home, Doug.
Dog. Doggy. Somebody buy me some cab fare. What do you need?
Just wanted to let you know. Yeah, I got confused with Nexpo and Expo as well.
Good. So. I'm as retarded as you. Thanks. I feel a whole lot better, Doug. Thanks for chiming in.
You're welcome. But other than that, yeah, you're right. These guys, they're all pieces of shit. You can't trust any of them. They're just no
trust
good.
them. Don't trust them. I like Augie. I like Augie and Connor.
Oh yeah, Augie's good. Yeah.
What do you know? You didn't fucking spend any time with him. Augie tried to fuck me once a long time ago.
I did call in one time to Augie's show when it was my birthday when I got fired from Doc on the radio.
And I remember. Well, you Doc on the radio did you
basically best friends. Yeah.
Doc on the radio, I guess, did you a favor, huh?
Yeah, he did. He actually did. Hindsight 2020.
The thing is about Doc on the radio, he was really good at Destiny 2.
He was?
We fucking lost the Destiny 2 player. He was really good.
He was really good. Yeah. I thought he was a pretty good streamer, too.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I like his retard wrangling.
Apparently too good of a streamer.
Well, he was a good retard wrangler, but there's a reason for that.
Maybe he was too good at it.
Yeah.
He was way too good at it.
Well, that's where he belongs on Dock Island and with the tech shooting, but we'll talk about that a different day.
Yes, sir, we will. Bye. Goofy Ghost Gaming, what's up?
Hey, it's all me.
How are you?
I just wanted to tell you about that video Oompaville made on the content cop.
What do you mean? I'm sure he's taking all 3 sides of the issue. What?
No, Ian's side completely, and then deleted it afterwards.
Yeah, I heard about this too. Yeah, he took Ian's side. He thought that's the way the wind was blowing. Because you can't take him serious. You can't take Oompaville seriously. He'll go anything. In fact, if you show him a bunch of creepy lolly, he'll pretend it's not. Just like MUTA takes all his shit for the lolly. Both of them were sitting there on Nux Talk going, "Oh, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, Nux. That's nuts." I mean, if you're gonna be mad, first of all, I don't really give a fuck. But if you're gonna be mad at MUTA, you might as well be mad at Oompaville too.
Yeah.
But Oompaville didn't go around lying to Chud or anybody else. Try to cover up the whole thing.
Is there a archive video?
You know what? You know what? You know what I just saw? You know what just popped in my head? Jan, Doe, who I do like. You know what she said to me? Now I'm mad. Jen said to me that I guess there were relatives of hers, like kids, right? Because my son knows who MUTA is, right? And they were asking if their fucking uncle was like a pedo or a creep or anything. And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty awful. You know, after the whole Nux Taku thing, I don't think he fucking deserves that. That sucks, right? I changed my mind, Jen. In fact, I think it's kind of fucking funny that happened. Can you understand where I'm coming from? Is it okay? Is it only horrible when it happens to MUTA and not to me? I know you know what he did. And I know you know that he should make an apology, a public apology to me.
Yeah, because like she tweeted about the fucking video, so clearly she watched the video.
Yeah. No, I don't think she lied to me. I don't. But let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep saying your husband's fucking no good, and I have every right to, and I want you to. I'm not a snake. I have every fucking right to do it. To say your husband's a snake. That's not me jumping on it. That's not me collecting money. That's not anything. I have every right in the world to call him a snake. You sit there and tell me and try to make me fucking feel bad about people calling him a pedophile. And by the way, I think that's a whole bunch of horse shit. All right? But it seems to be okay when it happens to me. In fact, your husband will laugh at it. What happened when I heard about it when it happened to your husband? I felt awful for you. So don't be running around telling people. If I find out, let me tell you something, though. If I found out you're calling me a snake, I was nothing. I did everything to buy into your husband until I couldn't do it anymore. For all I know, he hated my guts from day fucking one and didn't even tell you. If you hate my guts, don't be my friend. That's fine. You're more than welcome. Get motherfucking monkey ass line. I'm pretty sure Charlie doesn't like me either. He did an entire video with my content to get back at one of his enemies and didn't mention me once. I did all the fucking legwork. Basically, what Nick did with Dexpo to show what he was a retard, I did with Maximilian Muss. Nothing. I didn't do anything to him. I stuck by him too fucking long. I have every right to say whatever I want for MUTA for the rest of my fucking life. And not be a snake doing it. Because I didn't do nothing to him. Not a goddamn thing.
All right.
Anything else, Ghosty?
Well, I just sent you the thing after the video was deleted. He tweeted. That's all I wanted.
Is there a archive of the video?
That would be great.
Yeah, there's an archive video, and there's also a thing in your new stuff.
Is there? I'll cover that tomorrow. Send that to me, Ghost Gaming.
All right, I'll send it to you.
Thanks. The archive video would be great. We were watching people make fun of him. So he can change the subject. So the one guy I deleted who can never post to my fucking channel again can know I'm willing to change subjects. Jesus Christ. That guy's telling me, why don't you get over it? I don't know. I get over it. Why people stop screwing me? God, I'm not even a threat. I'm not a fame threat. I'm not a money threat. Don't be nice to me if you don't like it. It's okay. I literally thousands of people hate my guts. Ugh. Red Rim, I don't know, Ultima Dragon, whatever the fuck.
Oh.
You're on the
Worm.
Yeah.
You guys.
Worm. Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to ask if you noticed this weird mannerism that Max sort of has. It's kind of unsettling. Where like when he's not putting on the whole like Batman voice thing with the voice modulator, when he's just talking like as himself.
Yeah.
Have you noticed he always seems to be smiling and kind of chuckling in this weird dissonant serenity shit?
Yeah, he's phony. Yeah, I did notice it. But yeah.
Well, I think it's more than that because like if you look at the oldest videos he did, those life sucks things where he'll be talking about like life sucks, terrorism, life sucks. Suicide or something. Life sucks.
He's been a character that
like he just smiled.
Yeah.
He was doing
weird. It just.
I think it's like
He's a
Max
character.
probably watched a video about how to present a video.
Let me tell you something. You
Probably
know who
like
Max
read a book
is?
about it.
Max
That's
is a
all
guy.
Max is.
Max is a guy who was invite his ex-girlfriend and lock her in an apartment over the weekend. That's who Max is. So
It
whoever
wasn't
you're
even his girlfriend.
his ex-girlfriend. Yeah, exactly. That's who Max is. All right. Anybody else that you see over there is not him. Because anybody that would do that to if that was my daughter, I'd have killed him. If I was Magnetar, I would have killed him. I would have went to jail for that shit. Probably because I had nothing to lose. Magnetar was Obama's fucking intern. He probably had a lot more to lose than I did, in fairness. I'd have killed him.
I'm just saying that it seems less like a character and just more a sign of how unhinged he is. Like just how.
No, it's just all fake. It's
all fake. It's just phony. Phony. You know what a sociopath. You know what a sociopath is in the end of the day. You know really what a sociopath. Go really read into it. If you really get to the bottom of it, forget it's disassociated from serial killers, disassociated from criminals. They're just fake.
Yeah,
that's all they are. That's why they wear masks. That's why they're called the mask of sanity. That's who he is.
I know it. Yeah. I know it's just. I don't necessarily think it's necessarily psychopathy. I think it's something else, like delusion. Like
usually people that are mentally ill show different sides. He could be delusional. He could be psychotic. He could be a narcissist. Being a narcissist comes along with a psychopathy. You know, he could have a sex thing on top of that. You never know. Usually, people that are really mentally ill, they don't just have one thing. Like your annoying cousin that's bipolar. She has like one thing. But people that are really fucking ill, like especially narcissism. Narcissism usually has a litany of other mental illness and other personality disorders, right? That's what so with him, it's not that it's deeper. He's fucking out of his mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just like a sign that he's clearly not connected. Also, remember the video? Remember when? Remember that video, the interview with Nick, Mutahar, Spencer, and Max?
Mm-hmm.
Right before he started, right before he started freaking out or something because they pissed off Spencer or something.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard how he's sort of fiddling with something, like messing around with something?
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's like you could sort of hear in the background, sort of like tinkering or something. Like he's sort of
I do
messing around with it.
That's a little bit too much.
I do that.
Yeah.
Analytical.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I mean, I literally do that. I mean, I don't think I'm a sociopath.
I don't know. I was reading too into it, and it's like, is he fiddling with a gun or something? Like a clock?
Yeah, he's gonna blow his fucking brain. Get the fuck. You deserve to be blown up for that. Do you think you should be blown up for that?
Sorry. No, it's just something weird that.
Do you think you should be blown up for that crazy comment? You don't think that's a little unhinged? You want to take? You want to take a? Hold on a second. I've never done this before. I've never done this before. Hang on. I'm not gonna blow you up yet.
Maybe I'm just reading into it.
No. Yes, you are. Hold on a second. I'm starting a poll. All right, hold on. This is here we go. And
this was just like
still going.
Just me reading too much.
Yeah, yes, it is. Hold on a second. Well, let's let the chat. No, you're fine. You can go and talk about anything. Go over the top. I go over the top all the time. Okay, there's a poll in there.
I think he had an RPG right next to him, right?
Yeah.
No.
He had a C4. He had C4 strapped to his chest.
Nah.
He's gonna do a jihad for the.
I don't know. I think the vampire cult thing was just him going after an ex-boyfriend of someone he is
going after the infidels, maybe.
No, it was just probably him being petty with someone he knew.
Do you think so? You sure?
Maybe.
I don't know. My buddy Vaughn, he knows. 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 My buddy.
30 fucking times.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta check the poll. I had to do this to check the poll. Hold on a second. 96%. It's 96%. 96%.
Well,
yeah.
Goodbye.
There you go.
Yeah, fucking Max had a gun.
Thanks for the call, Rim. Let's get Lynn in there. Lynn, you're such a wise guy on fucking my chat. You're not that sharp fucking live. You know that? Lynn.
What?
You're a wise guy. You say mean things about me, and then when you're nice to me when you call in.
Yeah, that's the fun part of it.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I don't know.
Makes it interesting, you know.
Yeah, I suppose. Mix it up. What do you got?
Well, 2 questions. First of all, are you really sure MUTA isn't allowed at your house anymore?
Yes.
And 2. Damn.
Yeah.
2. Would it really matter if you apologized to you on Maine and left it up?
Maine,
Because,
yeah, Maine it would.
apology, an excuse
Man,
for him
it
doesn't
would depend on
matter.
it depends on what it's if I think he'd have to sell it to me. I mean, I'd have to believe it. I have to believe it was sincere. Man. Yeah, I would. I think if you put it on Maine, I'd have to really consider it because he's going to lose money over that. Serious money.
Like 6 months down the road, like
I mean, I don't think MUTA thinks like that.
Or something?
I don't think MUTA thinks like that. I think he thinks in the now. I don't think he thinks like that. I think he's like, that's why he fucking panicked and lied to Chud the whole 9.
Yeah, very, very short term.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Sure, he's short term. Everybody's panicking now. That's why they can't fucking keep their lies straight. I want to see he fucking lied to me, pretended to me. I want him to go the whole thing, and I want to hear how sorry he's been and why he's sorry the whole night. A main channel there for fucking ever.
Should he get it tattooed on his face?
No, I'm not gonna. No.
Ah, shame, man.
Because the tattoo's fake. I don't know. We're getting close to a year for that. What is it? May, June, July. Man. Oh my God, 2 months. It's almost been a year. 2 months, it'll be a year. And also 2 months into the year, I've been fucking gone from lolcow. You guys
didn't even realize what you were doing at the end. You were just repeating the donations at like 5 a.m.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I did every one of them though. I did the right thing.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, multiple times.
Yeah.
I just 10 months already, you see. Yeah. You see lolcow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, Lynn. Thanks for the call, buddy. How's things?
Yeah, have a good one.
How's things in Denmark? Anything?
It's Denmark, man. It is what it is.
Anyway, no American soldiers have invaded. Trump hasn't invaded yet?
No. There's a big...
I feel sorry for any Danish soldier that got sent to fucking Greenland over that bullshit. Like, he's like, what the fuck? He ain't coming here. We couldn't do shit if he did.
They have it pretty cozy up there as far as...
they all... You know what? It turned out to be a big backfire because on Trump, because they got the lefty elected by doing it. All the Canadians got patriotic, and they're not patriotic people. All the knuckleheads got patriotic. And I wonder if it did the same thing in Denmark. It drew you guys together. Oh, he's taking our country away. Oh!
It certainly put Denmark and Greenland more together. There was like,
you hated those people until recently.
It was more like Greenland, like they're like 15-year-old teenager who really wanted to move out, and like you want to let them move out, but they're clearly not ready.
Yeah, but they live in a shithole.
Yeah,
and have a crappy TV. Well, they're not an independent nation.
Alcohol poisoning.
Oh, we want it because we can actually we have the infrastructure to get the shit out of the ground. I think what he's doing is
That's the stupid thing about this whole thing. Yeah. It's just the prestige thing. You have full access to everything. There's 2 nukes up there you dropped that we didn't care about.
Oh, really? I didn't know about that. Yeah,
there's 2 up there lost under the ice. Nobody knows where they are.
Oh, super. Start digging up there.
And we just let you do that. Great. And it was like, okay, I guess. Sure, America, have fun.
Yeah. I think I'm done. Talk to you later, Lynn. I think
you should go out and get a drink.
I don't know. I don't know if I do. I kind of want to play. I'm gonna play Days Gone too. I haven't decided. So I may be on Days Gone. I may go out for a drink. Actually, I think I'm gonna call a friend see if he wants to go out with me.
Why not?
And if he did, yeah. Because then I'll be up all night. And my wife's like, "You slept at 12 o'clock in the afternoon." I don't want that either.
He'll nag anyway.
Nagging. I was thinking of streaming tomorrow too. I don't know. We'll see. Talk to you later. Take care.
GG.
Jeez. I like Lynn. He's actually a really good guy. He's a good guy. He's a good dude. We should play video games with him. Well, I don't know if he's any good at Destiny though. Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. I really resent anybody. You can't be my friend or come over. There's like, oh, you're fucking milking this. I'm finding out new shit As soon as it's over, I'm done. I don't care that much. And the only reason I wanted to put him on the main channel, the only reason is because then I know it might be real. Because I don't think any dime gets between MUTA. I think money's a big thing over that house. And by the way, this is not an attack on Doe. I actually admire somebody that sticks up for their man no matter what. But yeah, take that as you will. But just keep in mind, Doe, how he treats other people. I hope he doesn't treat you the same way. And I mean that. It's not me being like, I hope you don't die in the charred walls of the dams or anything like that. No, I hope he doesn't treat you like that. But if he's willing to treat me like that, he's probably willing to treat somebody else like that. That's everybody's like, oh, Tommy, how did you fucking figure it all out? The way they treated me. That's why. You should watch how other people treat others. And by the way, it gets by me too. There's somebody recently that I looked away. I looked the other way on another YouTuber being treated like shit once. And I regretted it.
No.
Yeah. I looked the other way. I was like, I don't get involved.
It just shows, like, on all fucking levels that all YouTubers are fucking...
Oh, they're just garbage cans.
The fucking petty shit does not...
I literally quit being in bands.
It just stays.
Because I was like in heavy metal bands and hard rock bands and hip-hop groups, like the metal hip-hop groups and stuff like that. I literally quit because you put a guitar, a drum set, a bass in anybody's hand, it turns these guys like... It's like a fucking sewing circle. It's a bunch of passive-aggressive girl shit. You know? And that's why I quit. So I go to YouTube. Oh, wow, I can act like Howard Stern. I can do this whole fucking thing. And it's the same goddamn thing. From Joe Cronin to MUTA. Yeah. You guys heard my music before, right?
No,
play one. We'll play.
My collection again.
Well, won't get claimed. Maybe I'll read maybe I should start reading the what you call it. I don't want to play Night Collection. I play that too much. I play my favorite song. Was this one? Nah. Oh, that's one. Oh, that's not it either. Hold on a second. I'll play one song we did. My favorite. Yeah, this is it. There we go. It's time! How many minutes is that, sucker? Maybe a new ender. 5 minutes.
2 hours.
Time for Pats, baby. There we go. Aww. There we go. Patreon. I do Patreon. I have met great people through YouTube too. I'm pretty sure. You probably keep YouTube friends longer. I mean, like. A buddy might tell me if you have 5 friends, like 2 friends that you can count on your hand that you talk to regularly when you're 40, you're like lucky. And it's kind of it's kind of the way it turned out. So I'll probably have I'll probably have more internet friends in 20 years. You know what I mean? Because we won't get in each other's nerves in IRL. You know what I mean?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Nesquik! Superstar. Oatbag, Mrexin, B, Billion Bones, Blue Jacket, Cody Gorilla, Final Flash, G-Mate! And Ghost Gaming, he was just called before. Little Manly. Not your typical bomb. I love this part. Let's see. Panic Pun, Taylor D, Tommy C's Cat, Trippy Savage, GD, and Picklington. All right, let's switch gears. Hold on. Real talk said, whenever you like this kind of music, grandma comes up and says, "Turn that shit down." See you next stream.